Walmart's Super Inflation Buster sale blasts through the inflation barrier with big discount savings on hundreds of everyday items. Like Conair's Lots of Curls Curling Iron, now just $3.93. Renews its 6-ounce air freshener, only 31 cents. Kleenex tissue discount price to just 48 cents. Colgate 9-ounce toothpaste, only $1. And Cordite Heavy Gauge 26-gallon trash can liners, just 96 cents for the 20-count box. For Super Inflation Buster savings on hundreds of items. Shop Walmart now through Saturday.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Manning, South Carolina. Yes. Alright guys, we are back with part number 2 of Abandoned Black Friday. And of course we posted this video on a Saturday, so Black Friday weekend. So this is 2024. Thank you very much for joining me. And we are going to finish out the rest of about another 10 minutes here of this strip mall in Manning that is fully closed, abandoned, but really not blocked off. I'm really surprised, just to keep vandals away and safety of kids and stuff like that. It's basically pull up and it's all here. I had passed by this location several times when going to Manning. I had no idea that this location was here, and somebody had posted it in Abandoned South Carolina Facebook group, and I was like, no way, absolutely no way. And I pulled up on this place and was absolutely blown away. A little bit of wiping of the camera there. We had a little bit of spritz rain going on. Now this is the Food Lion. Now some folks had posted when I put these pictures in the Facebook groups that this wasn't a Food Lion, but a few people said absolutely this was Food Lion. So this was an older Food Lion. It did move to another part of Manning. And so I'm not sure if the rents went up in this strip mall. Somebody had posted that, but it's just really weird that even though Walmart had left because it was a smaller Walmart and they moved to a larger location in the area, that Food Lion didn't stay. You also have in the rest of the strip mall here, as we'll see for the rest of the video, you have a shoe show, you have a Radio Shack, you have a jewelry store, let's see what else, a Chinese food place, and also Subway I think at the end, and there was 1 or 2 other stores. We'll see those in a moment. And you just see everything's blown out here. I did not bother going inside. There really was not much to see that we could not see from the windows being blown out here. Parking lot totally empty minus the 18-wheelers. It looks like a trucking company is using this as a storage area. See a little bit of the label scar there. And then also there is a strip mall a little bit beyond this one that does have a Dollar Tree, as you see the green stripe on the building there. Now, this first store that we're going to check out, and what I was doing here is I was actually a little bit concerned that there might have been somebody in one of these stores. I kept on hearing a noise, but I think it was just the wind and the rain. So this first one was a Rent-A-Center, yes, and actually I forgot to put Rent-A-Center in the thumbnail. So this is a Rent-A-Center, and I was walking a little bit away just to kind of gauge if anybody was inside these stores. And as I mentioned in part 1, there actually was an officer on the property. He didn't say anything to me while I was filming. He obviously could see that I wasn't, doing anything bad. So this was a Rent-A-Center, and there's the little logo and the customer care line and the old Rent-A-Center aqua and purple colors. It's probably been a lot of years since they have used those colors. You see a light box there. Everything just shattered and blown out. It's crazy. Alright, next up is going to be Big T Jewelers. Now there is somebody in one of the Facebook groups, and my apologies, I forget her name. Supposedly her family actually owns Big T's, and they actually moved across the street, so I was unaware of that. And you see all of the wallpaper tearing down. And here we have our wonderful Radio Shack. We see the morons that smashed the windows and the doors in. Now, I'm probably thinking this was an independent Radio Shack, maybe not a corporate location, but let me know. Now my reason for that is because I don't see slat walls, and I see the little staggered, red lines, for the electronics. So really surprised that that is such a small, or was such a small radio. Actually, probably the smallest Radio Shack I've ever seen. Now here, I saw the arrow to the left and the arrow to the right. Now I thought this would have been a movie rental place. Now it might have been at some point, but as it sits before the end here, it was shoe show. So for those of you that have ever shopped at a shoe show, let me know your experience. I never shopped at one. As we pull back here a little bit in the rain, you can actually see the label scar for shoe show. I love those Radio Shack stickers, the old school Radio Shack logo, just absolutely beautiful. But, those arrows on the left and right, again, it made me think of fast forwarding and rewinding, the old school VHS. So that's where I thought maybe it was a VHS place. Now here we have the Empire Restaurant, Chinese food. Shout out Chinese food, my addiction that I definitely love. Sweet and sour chicken, shout out. Sweet and sour chicken, let's see, chicken broccoli, and steak and broccoli, shout out. So, all right, and you see all the vines going crazy here. Now, one of the really cool things actually about that Chinese food restaurant, it is almost immaculate on the inside, and we'll check that in a moment. The windows are blown out, of course, like every other store here, but absolutely beautiful on the inside. Like even the signs for the food are still there, perfect. You see a little bit of trash that people have started to throw on the side of the property here. I did not walk around the back of the property. I might go back very soon and maybe post that video. But I think really I got everything that I could here. I actually spent about 2 hours at this property. I did a live here. I mentioned that in part 1. So for those of you that saw that live, awesome. And that live did post. It is in my library. So if you search under the live videos, you will see it. Now this was a Subway, as you see the yellow Formica and the slat wall style booths. So we had our Subway, and it's obviously a mess. But take a look here. While these vines are covering the very front, look at this. The Chinese food place literally looks like, you could move in the fryers and the ovens, and the stoves, and basically started up working today. Now this one, what was this? The little booths to the left. This almost looks like it was like maybe an eye doctor. Small location, not a jeweler. If anybody knows what that was, certainly let me know. And a lot of overgrowth on the property here. So based upon the overgrowth here, I'm gonna guess that maybe this property or these businesses went out back in the 90s. This has given me the vibe that this has been here for over 20 years. It has been in this condition. The colors that we see are definitely really old school. A lot of pastels, the Radio Shack logo, and there you see one of the big signs. So that was actually, I think, a Burger King or Hardee's there, but it became a loan place, just like every other car loan place here in South Carolina. They're absolutely horrid. There was a big sign out on the street, and this street really isn't a main drag. It's not a highway. So I think it's one of the other reasons why it probably met its doom. Just absolutely amazing that everything's just fully accessible. It's nuts. All right, guys, we've got another minute here at our time in Manning, South Carolina on our abandoned Black Friday special. So one, I want to thank you for watching the video, part 1 and part 2. Again, if you haven't seen part 1, definitely go check it out. If you have places like this that you can go out and film, do that. Go start your YouTube channel if you don't have one already. Let's see what you've got going on out there. Shout out to all my friends in the YouTube world. Sleeve Did It, Z-Man, let's see who else we got. Crazy, Dozen Speed, bunch of other folks definitely like watching. Also the big boys. Also shout out to Sal, recently over 100,000 subscribers. He's putting on a few thousand subscribers a day. It's crazy. So shout out Sal. He's done really good with his shorts recently. Also, guys, check out Dan Bell. He has been doing a lot of videos and a lot of lives recently. Been doing a lot of like shady places, dead motels. So Dan is back in action and really doing some of his old school stuff. But there's our final view of Walmart, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.